Hi guys, welcome to video review of a Medusa tool, new framework meant for dynamic analysis of Android application. This tool can be found on GitHub. It's free, there's whole source code, it's not that old. I installed it on two operating systems, on Kali Linux and on Windows 10. I will do the review on Windows 10. The installation wasn't such a problem. It works perfectly well on Kali as well as on Windows. Installation is really simple, just use important thing Python 3, not Python 2, because it will not work as it should, and install all the requirements from requirements.txt using pip. This tool is meant for dynamic analysis. It means analysis during the runtime of the application on the device. This tool is good for malware analysis, pen testers of mobile applications, bug bounty hunters, or for those who would like to know how the apps work during their runtime. Now let's go to a terminal and see how the app looks like. So now let's start with a review of the tool. Now you have to run it using Python, Medusa. You see nice user interface where it picks all available devices. The problem is that there is missing mine device that is connected using cable. There was a problem that wasn't in Kali Linux, but it is in Windows. I'm not sure why, maybe there's some issue with code. So I had to patch the code with this line where it would, doesn't matter what I would pick, it would by default pick the USB device that is connected, the only one. If there is more, there is a problem, of course. So that's what I patched. Maybe you might stumble upon a similar thing. So let's hit enter. It would connect to my device and list all the installed apps and package names. So now on my device are 22 apps. Now I'll mirror my device to the PC. And in this review, we will go through dynamic analysis of Instagram app. So let's start with the tool. Let's hit help. And then we have different options. Show categories. These categories include modules. Then we have modules, show all modules. When we want to use some of the module, remove module, help compile, but compile is enforced while we run. Compiling is actually compiling the picked modules into one Frida script that is then executed during the runtime, dumping listing packages or getting shell. So let's see what categories. There are different ones, and these categories include different modules. So let's see modules. And there are modules that can perform, for example, hooking Bluetooth, sending text messages, hooking clipboard, compression of zip files, manipulation with a database, getting encryption like keys and files that are encrypted or decrypted, different file systems, creating files, removing files, operation over Firebase database, some helper ones with a user interface, a dynamic code execution, properties, even key store. Nice. HTTP communication, inter-process communication, EPC, runtime, SMS frauds, and others. In this video, we will analyze the database queries in our Instagram app. So what we have to do is to use a module, db, and we will use both of the modules, SQLite database.mat. Database.mat, okay, and also use database.mat. Now we need to run the app, run force running the application, and we have to use a package name of the app we want to hook. What happens now that we will start Instagram application from the scratch. This tool or the Frida will actually hook these two scripts inside the application, and then we will see in our console all the output or operations, API operations over database that are demonstrated in these two files in a module section. Of course, you need to have Frida server running on your smartphone. So it's restarted, and now we see all the database operations happening. And based on that, you can analyze what is happening during the execution of the application. This is really useful if you're hunting for the bugs, if you're pen testing the app, or analyzing app for a malware, or just checking what your app or favorite game is doing at a particular time during the execution. So what is the conclusion? This tool is really good. Unfortunately, when I was checking all the modules in detail, there are missing some APIs that are, in my opinion, or should be included, in my opinion, and hooked during the dynamic analysis. For example, for file system, there are only 2 or 3, and that's not enough. On the other side, it's really handy because you can customize all the modules. You can add them, remove them, create new ones, even create new categories for yourself. And they're really simple because you just use Python or JavaScript, and that is used by Frida. So that was the quick review of the Medusa tool. Feel free to ask questions in comments. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like, follow, and share. Bye guys.